To demo our plugin, we've set up a fake project for us to play with. To give you a good idea of why our plugin can help developers, we'll go through a somewhat standard workflow with you now. So, I just got word that our transportation service is temporarily unavailable in Canada. I remember I made a similar change for the Netherlands just last week here in the transportation service. I just opened the file and I can see that some of the login statements here have already had some data regarding the last hour. So I see here the code that I changed last week, and I'll just do this exact same thing for Canada in this case. I'll just change it to Canada here. And while I'm doing this, I just quickly check the numbers, and I do notice that almost half of my users are actually going to the Netherlands, which is rather weird. That doesn't seem to be something that happens very often. So let's maybe check the trend over the last week and see if this has been happening only past hour or more than that. And as you can see, there's no apparent trend over the past 7 days. I can look maybe a little bit more recently if there are more fluctuations, but everything seems to be quite stable. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's just everyone's using it more often. What's going on here? Checking the file metrics in this case for all of the login statements in the entire file also shows no apparent trend. I can also even just check everything for the entire project. Maybe there's something on the top level going wrong, but as you can see, there's absolutely nothing going on. I can even check all the error statements for the last day or so by clicking on this little square here and then going to related lines, and I can see all the error statements in my entire project here. So as I probably remember, this one here is the one we just found for the Netherlands, and it has been triggered 1800 times in this past time frame. But maybe 1 hour here is not enough. Maybe I should change that. I think maybe that gives it a little bit more ease. So maybe let's just add a time frame of maybe 2 days and one of 1 week. And now I'll just go back to my file here, and I'll just go to the tools window and refresh my metrics. Just waiting a second here, and I see that the new data has come in, but peculiarly, it still is half of the data. And if I look closely here, I do see that apparently I made this a not statement, which is totally not what it's supposed to be. And I just blatantly copied that to the Canada's statement here. And the powerful thing about this is that I didn't come in here to look at the log statement or do some debugging. All I did is I wanted to add a tiny little feature here for disabling Canada. And while I was doing that, I noticed in the glimpse of an eye that there was something wrong with these numbers. And it allowed me to find a bug when I wasn't looking for one, which is the exact power of our plugin. Thank you.